Hi there everyone, welcome to Inside Android. Today we are going to talk about Sugar ORM. First question, what is Sugar ORM? So, Sugar ORM is a wrapper over SQLite data of Android. Okay? When we have to create a database in Android, we have to write a lot of boilerplate code. Adding a database in Android involves multiple steps and sometimes it's not even easy to maintain the created tables and database. To minimize the complexity of SQLite, Sugar ORM was created. It is a wrapper over SQLite database. It is easy to integrate in app and also reading, writing and searching of data in database is much more simpler in Sugar ORM. To know more, you can visit this page. I have mentioned the link in the description box below. Okay? For now, we will not look at this. So let me start with our blank project. So if you want to see, we have a main activity file here and an activity main. So as you can see, it is a blank project and I only have one activity here. Okay. So to demonstrate what Sugar ORM can do and how to integrate Sugar ORM in our app, this is our first tutorial. The following tutorial will be the second part of this tutorial. Okay. So let me start. So first of all, I have to include this Sugar ORM library in my app. So I have to go to build.gradle and module of this. Okay, here I'll paste my Sugar ORM dependency. So let me copy paste the Sugar ORM dependency. So this is available on the same page which I have mentioned earlier. Click on sync now, and now we have Sugar ORM in our app. Now let me show you how you can integrate this particular, after integration, how you can use that to create a database. So for that you have to first go to manifest. Okay, start typing here in application tag. Okay, here start typing name and then write ORM. Okay, so by this way we declare this Sugar ORM app to be the application class of our app. We need this for database. Okay, so we have to now define multiple metadata like database name, version, query. Do we have to show query in our log or not, and what will be the domain package name. And that's it. So this will help me set up my database configuration, and with this line I've included Sugar app in my app. This is what we have to do. Okay, second thing, now let me show you how you can create a particular table of this database. So this is my database which is created person.db, and in person.db I want to create a class named person which will be a table, and we will store name and age of person in this db. Okay, so let me just create a model here. So first of all, let me create a model here. So model I'm going to create in model of that particular person I'm going to create in Java language. So I'll create Java. I'll create a Java file, name it person. Now to allow our class to have functionality of Sugar ORM table, we have to extend Sugar record. Okay, and this is a compulsion that you create a constructor, that you create a blank constructor, and what I want for person is name and age. Now I can also create a data. I want to create a constructor with both of this. So I can create it this way also. Okay, and then I may need get age and get name functionality. Okay, so this way I have created my data class. I have deliberately created this in Java. So the reason is that Sugar ORM is still not converted to Kotlin. So there might be some functionality which we will lose if we directly create this model class in Kotlin language. So to prevent those kind of bugs, I am creating this class in Java. Okay, so I can close this particular model class for now. Okay, in activity main, if you see, we have a constant layout and a text view. So I'm going to remove this. Here I'm going to put two things. One is for name and another one is for age. Call here now save person button dot set on click listener. So first of all, I will get name, and then I'll get age. Okay, and then if name is not empty and age is not empty, then I'll save the person by name comma age. Okay, so this is my function which will be called only if my name and age are valid. So let me just create this function. So here I'll create a person. So to create a person, I have to pass name and age, right? Now here you can see my age should be int, and here it is string, so I have to convert it to int, right? Okay, now I have created this person class object, and to save this particular object to my table, I have to just do person dot save. Okay, this save is a functionality of sugar class. It is a functionality of sugar record which we have got into our personal class because we have extended sugar record in our data class. Okay, so just by calling dot save, we will create the database, the table, and input this value in our DB. Okay, so let us see how this works. First of all, let me just erase our form. If after inserting, let's just erase our form. So now let us see how our app looks. First of all, before starting my app, let me show you what is the Android version I am using. So this is the Android Studio version I am using, 4.1.3, and I want you to use the latest Android version because with the latest Android version you get database inspector in your Android app, in your Android Studio. So from here you can directly manage the database of your app. Okay, so let me just run the app and show you guys how our app looks. Okay, so my app is now here, and in database inspector, as you can see, the database has been recognized. Okay, but still it is not created because I have not inserted any value. So for this, first of all, I'll enter any name. So my first name is Ayaz, which is my own name. Okay, and I'm going to enter my age, and I'm going to click on save person. Okay, so as you see, the person DB is created and person table is created as well. Now this person table name is decided by the class name. Okay, so this person is converted to capital person. Okay, if you go to this, you can see integer, which is created as a primary key by Sugar ORM directly, and the name and the age are our parameters, which are our data members. Okay, if you go to this version class, as here you can see that name and age are inserted. Okay, now let me just show you what if I enter any other name. So let me just enter one of my friends' name. So here we have entered the name and the age. If I click on save person, and if you refresh the table, you can see that second person is entered as well. Okay, so just by creating a data class, creating a member of that data class and calling this dot save, this will do everything for us. Okay, so it is this much easy to use Sugar ORM in our application. This is it for the first tutorial. In second tutorial, we will see how we can fetch all the data of a table, and in upcoming tutorials we will see how you can search the data and other functionalities. Okay, so this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Thank you so much.